First of all, I want to congratulate Houston. What a series that was. They had a great season. A lot of good things ahead for that team. Ime did an amazing job. Really the whole rebuild over the last couple of years has been so impressive. And we were lucky to get out of this series. But much respect to the Rockets and their staff and their organization. They have a great team and they had a great season. Couldn't be more proud of our guys. That was an incredibly impressive display of resolve, discipline. The defense was fantastic. The ball security, kind of game plan discipline, followed to a T, and then multiple guys stepping up. Buddy Hield, I don't know what to say. I mean, that was really incredible watching him light it up in that first half especially, and then down the stretch as well. But I can't say enough about our guys and what they were able to do in this series and to pull this thing out on the road in Game 7. Pretty impressive.
Steve, they cut a 15-point lead down to like 3. Jimmy gets that corner 3 out of a double team, and then he finds Draymond twice. And then it looks like maybe in the huddle between the 3rd and 4th, you guys make an adjustment to get Steph attacking the rim a little bit, and you got him free. What did you guys do there?
Well, it's always matchup based, and so if you can find an advantage with the personnel they have on the floor, then you try to get Steph in pick and roll with a particular player or two, and I think it just kind of played out that way. The way the game was going, they've done a great job of taking away the Steph Draymond pick and roll all series by putting Fred VanVleet on Draymond and putting their center on one of our wings, and so that was really a great strategic move for them. And I think in the fourth quarter, because of the matchups, we were able to get Draymond back in the pick and roll with Steph a couple of times. I thought Steph was brilliant tonight. I know he got off to a slow start shooting the ball, but the whole key to the game was taking care of the ball, and he managed the game beautifully. And it's just a matter of time before his shot goes in. But the reason we had the 11-point lead at half, or whatever it was, 12, was because of the way Steph took care of the ball, got us into our offense, and settled the game down.
Steve, you've been through so much with Steph and Draymond. This was their 6th Game 7 together. What can you say about the tone that Draymond set on Şengün, and obviously the way that Steph was able to close it out?
Draymond set the tone last night at the team meeting. Basically, he owned up to losing his poise in Game 6, and I agreed with him. I thought the flagrant foul 4 minutes into the game was a tone setter, and he knew it. And so he talked to the group last night and said, I got to be poised and I have to be better, and we're going to come in here tomorrow and get it done. And I think his emotional stability tonight, just his poise from the start, I thought it set a great tone.
Steve, you said last night that you were considering all options for the lineup. How close? I mean, Buddy didn't play that great the last 2 games. How close were you to not starting him? And what about tonight's game? Did he get more space than he's gotten? Or
I never wavered on starting Buddy. The lineup that we started tonight has been by far our best 5-man unit in this series, and so I knew I was going to stay with Buddy. And I like the way that group looks. We knew they were going to play a lot of zone. We finally got better spacing against the zone, and we were able to get some good looks. And of course, Buddy, getting hot changed the whole game in the first half.
Steve, is this the kind of team that does an unusual amount of introspection between games, especially going into a tough game like this, and more talking among themselves? Is this a kind of...
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as I said, Draymond really, he's our leader, and when he's right, like he was tonight, he's an incredible player to watch. The defense just kind of owning the court on that side of things, and then just being patient and not turning it over and being in the right spots offensively. So I think the guys understood after Game 6. We were scattered. We were out of sorts. I didn't do a good job getting them ready. I think we let our guard down, frankly, in Game 6. And so tonight was as good as it gets in terms of focus and the players executing the game plan and just showing resolve for 48 minutes.